Welcome to the channel. Today I have a very interesting topic to discuss in the studio with me. But before I proceed, I would like you to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel for more interesting topics and trends. So before I proceed on our discussion for today in the studio, I have an amazing personnel. I have great people in the studio with me. On my side, I have Mr. Oxford. You guys remember him from our previous video. And I have one of my Badu, my nigga.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to the studio.
You're welcome, boss.
All right,
Welcome.
it's good. It's good to be here again. Thank you very much for having us in the studio.
Yes. So thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to hear our views out. And
Definitely, you're welcome, bro.
it's
So
great.
today we're going to be discussing on how to choose the right smartphone
Okay,
for 2024. We already know that the year is already coming to an end,
definitely.
but we would like to release to our viewers on if you're going for a smartphone for a good ones, what are those requirements? So I have various requirements listed, which has to do on the needs, your budget, and smartphone comparison. So before I proceed, I would just like you to talk. Well, share your idea on smartphone.
All right. I will say uh, going for a smartphone for this year. That is taking up your budget when you want to go for a smartphone this year. The first thing is for you to know your needs. When I mean know your needs, actually you should figure out the type of brand you actually want to go for. If you are the type that wants to go for Samsung, or you're the type that want to go for an iPhone or a Techno or an Infinix, you should know that before going to the market.
Especially,
So
especially with the country situation.
yes, with
Yeah.
the country situation. So at the end of the day, you don't actually end up oversizing your budget. You don't end up oversizing your budget.
Very correct.
Right, and I think the next thing you should also know, you should know your pocket, because of the price of an iPhone. I think is different from
Sorry,
that.
let me cut you short. So before we proceed on that, we need to list smartphones we have
Yeah.
presently in our Nigeria, in our country, Nigeria. We'll start from the bottom to the list or the list to the bottom.
Anyhow,
So
it
we
is.
start with number one. We
Yeah.
have the iPhone. We have the iPhone.
iPhone family.
We have the iPhone family. We have the Samsung family.
Yeah.
Yes.
We also have the Techno, the Infinix, the Itel,
The Google
the
Pixel.
Google Pixel. Correct. We also have the Oppo,
Yeah.
Honor, and so on and so forth. So if you are going to get a gadget or a smartphone, so we are talking on needs. You have to like specify your need.
Definitely.
Should I go for the Apple? Should I go for the Samsung? Should I go for this? So Badu, what will you say on people that want to go for the Apple brand?
For me, I won't say buying an iPhone is a liability
Mm.
because I think those days where we still use Android.
So we're talking on the Apple family now.
Yeah.
So what will you say about that?
Okay. So my name is Badu, and thank you for inviting me for the show. You're doing a very good job. So about iPhones. So over the years, iPhone has developed and has captured most users in the market, especially our youth of these days. We must use iPhone, girls, Snap, want to do Snap and everything, But most of these gadgets, they have their use and they have their specification. There's something called specification on each
On
device.
each device, yeah.
Yes. So a specification on this phone might be different from this one.
Yeah.
So at times when while choosing phones,
Mm.
while choosing to buy a smartphone, you have to check specification also.
Definitely,
You might want a memory space of 32 gig.
Yes.
You might want a space of 64 gig. So it's different. Everyone wants different things. And again, in the area of specification, that's also accepted. And the area of reviews about past users,
Yeah, definitely. That is true.
past
Yeah,
users.
yeah, that's
Because
true.
there was a time I heard then that is the iPhone 12 Pro, is the iPhone 12 Pro. I'm not sure about how authentic it is, but I heard that if you shake it a little, the screen gets spoiled.
Wow.
That's one of the reviews I read on the internet, and I don't know if anyone knows about it, but it's what I read.
I've also
You've
come
also come
across
across
it.
very good, good. So those are the two criteria I think we should also check it and look into.
Yeah. So you said something that you should read review.
Yeah.
So reading reviews is also one of the best criteria.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's one of the best criteria. So, Oxford, what will you have to say about reading reviews on smartphones when
Right.
purchasing?
Reading reviews on smartphone is one of the most important thing to me,
Mm.
because of it's just like a starting manual. I would say like a starting manual
That's
because
true.
because
Wow, wow.
getting a review of a particular product will actually help you to know the product you're actually going for. You
Definitely.
understand?
Like the
Help
way I
you-
stated, the way iPhone Pro was doing.
Yes, yes. Make you know what you're actually going for, and that review will also help you to know what other people that has used that product, what they think, their feedback on the product. So it will help you know that if I'm going for this is what I will actually face when I actually get this, either the advantage side or the disadvantage side. So you know that when I'm going for this, I'll be facing this, or I'll be facing these challenges. Then you know how to overcome those challenges. You know how to manage them and
And,
how to also overcome
and how to
those
choose the
challenges.
best.
Choose the best product.
Definitely,
Oh,
man.
Choose the best
that's
product.
that's actually nice. That's actually nice. Like what we all said, you need to consider your needs,
Yes.
review,
Yes.
read reviews
Yes.
on it. So the next thing we're going to discuss is compare prices.
Yeah.
Recently I watched the Techno interview recently, and Techno released so many brands of phone this October. They released so many. Then we see from
Yes.
the Flip to the AMTM 13 chips RAM and thereabout. So we have the Techno, we have the Infinix, we have the Apple, we have the Samsung. So going into the market now, you as a middle class citizen or as a low earner income, you have, for example, 200, 300, 150. So you want to compare prices of this. How will you go about it?
So I need to state this out because uh, you actually need to be able to actually need to be able to afford
Price.
the price,
Definitely.
because you cannot just earn 200,000 naira and you want to spend all the
Yeah,
200,000 on
200,000
your.
on top of phone.
Yeah, no,
No,
no.
no, no. For
That's not the
example,
best
if the
idea.
person
That's
has
not.
already like my budget is 200,000.
Okay.
So what type of phone will you be able to advise that
So
that user?
so when it comes to prices of phone,
Mm.
I also deal with selling on buying of phones.
Good.
So whenever you want to buy or you want to sell it, especially you want to buy a phone,
Mm.
you have to have a budget.
Budget, yeah.
That's the first thing.
That's true.
So once you have a budget, you now look at what you actually want,
From
because
your budget that
with
you already have.
I don't yeah, because you actually have money now. It's not that now you because with 200,000 naira, there are series and sets of device you could actually get with that amount.
With good camera,
Good camera,
battery,
good
good
RAM, good memory, good storage space,
Mm,
good camera quality,
mm.
good the quad core, this processor
Yeah,
speed,
the processor speed.
because processor speed is also one of the important
Matters. I'm telling
important
you.
keys when it comes to getting phones.
Definitely.
Please. So and with that you can decide, okay, with 200K you can also get iPhones. The iPhones with the range of
Yeah,
200,000
maybe
and
the UK use.
UK
It
used.
might not be the new one.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Definitely.
UK
Yeah.
use are there.
So
That's awesome.
yes.
That's awesome.
Right,
Eh,
can I chip
okay,
just a
you're
Go
good to
ahead.
go.
things inside now? just as Badu has said,
Mm.
understand, the first thing first is knowing your budget. Mm. Know your budget. Then once you know your budget, you have the money. Once you have the money, then most people do actually go ahead to purchase phone without them having the backup in the back of their mind. What did I actually want to use this phone to do?
Exactly, that's what I was
Understand?
saying. Yeah,
If you know you want to buy a phone because of you want to be playing game,
definitely.
Yeah.
then you go for the type of phone you know that has a good graphics.
Definitely.
If you know you are going for a phone because of you want to use the camera,
Definitely.
maybe you want to use the camera and you're doing selfie, you want to use the camera and you're doing video, you have to go for a phone that has good camera quality.
Mm.
You understand? If you want to use a phone because of you want to use it maybe probably for the internet speed on internet basis, you have to go for a phone that have that fast processing speed. You understand? So when you know your budget, you have the money. At the back of your mind, also put it that why I'm going to go and get this phone. This is what I actually want to use this phone to do. You understand? So with that, when you go into the market, you can be able to choose the right phone to buy.
In
So that's my
2024.
own.
So I'm very, 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 very impressed with our discussion today.
Thank you.
So I need to add in something. Like we are already saying that affordable or devices to get. I believe your the phone design should also be a criteria also. Phone design, processor, camera, battery life.
That's
So
that's also the
That's
specifications.
specification. One
So
important thing here, battery life. Very, very
battery life.
important.
yeah,
Very, very
Especially when there's
important.
no light in this our country. Bande, Badui, CD.
Battery life.
Yeah.
I feel so blessed to have you guys in the
Thank
studio.
you. Thank you.
And it's actually an honor.
Yes.
So the viewers, we already discussed on what are the affordable smartphones to get, just like mobile phone and Badu already listed. So we said your specification, budget, your comparison, price,
Reviews.
reviews,
Thank you.
and also
The battery
camera
life. Don't
quality,
forget battery life.
camera. Yeah. So if you find this video interesting and educative, I would like you to subscribe, like, and comment. We see you next time. La, la, la.
Sounds